So as Keith, you've said that I've been asked to explore this whole area of leadership development in the network. Before I start, I wanted to read a quote from the network vision statement, which we can find on the website. It says this: "We see the need for justice, hope, transformation, and restoration, for missionary disciples and churches to be mobilized and multiplied throughout Scotland and beyond, for people to become committed followers of Christ, for new churches to be planted." If this is really what we do see and what we feel we're called to, surely leadership development has got to be one of our central concerns, one of the things that we invest in as a network. Because if we're going to see if we're going to see these things happen that we believe that we're called to, then leaders need to be developed. They need to be equipped and they need to be resourced. Keith, it's my hunch that we actually are developing leaders, whether we're being intentional or unintentional about it. Intentionally, whether we know that we're doing it, we're developing leaders. The question really is, are we doing that well or not so well? So are we developing enough leaders is one of the questions that we might ask. Is our leadership development really accessible to all? Are the leaders we're developing really fit for the future? Are the leaders we're developing really carrying the culture and the value that we have in the network, or actually in a vacuum, are they just going to other places in the world and in church culture? I suppose one other question I already have is, especially as us as a network, is, are we training leaders who are going to be sent out isolated? Or are they going to be part of a rich network of relationships, of support, and of a community where they can go forward together? And I suppose that's one of the main desires of the network, to see those kind of leaders who are carrying the values, carrying that passion for Jesus Christ, for the kind of leadership that we'd like to see, that we want leadership that's going to be accessible, and that we could hopefully create leaders who have got friendships, who've got relationships, who can be coached and developed and encouraged and sent out in a really meaningful way and a sustainable way. And so, as you said, my job is to explore this whole subject and to see how it might be that we as a network could try and develop and equip that kind of leadership development. And so what I'm asking for you as you watch and hear this message is this. First of all, there's going to be an email sent out, and on it is going to be a Google form. It'd be great if you could fill in that Google form. It doesn't take very long, about 10 minutes, and just briefly covers who you are, something about your leadership needs and where you are at the moment, and also maybe some of your desires for some sort of leadership training. Now, a 10-minute form isn't going to get you very far. So really, I want to say that's the start of a conversation. And critically, on that email will be my contact details. And if you want to add something more, which I'm sure you will after you've looked at that simple form, then I'd love to hear from you. And maybe we do that via email, or maybe we can arrange a Zoom or a phone conversation. And the plan is that we go through this period of consultation for the next couple of months, and then hopefully in conjunction with these conversations and with the network, the core team, we could begin to develop a proposal that we could take to the network when we next get together in our gathering in the spring.